Thanks for tuning in with us still. You know what I'm saying? We right here for another part of the show today. Once again, it's DJ Big Boss.
Yup. Wham. This TROTWAM. Trot Wham at Twitter.
Yeah.
The DJ Boss.
Boss Twitter. You know what I'm saying?
Yup.
So we never lie, right? So we just tell you what's on our mind, do what we do.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So we said we was going to take a look into the Mountain West.
Yes,
we
sir.
going to take a look into the Pac-12.
Okay.
So I'm going to just take a quick deep dive off into the Mountain West, okay?
Go ahead.
So let's go off top. Boise State, they back again.
Yep.
You better believe Boise State's coming back. They got 16 returning starters. 10 of the returning starters on defense. You know what that means?
What you mean?
They only lost one player on defense, right? You know what I'm saying? Defense plays like a band. They're going to be fine-tuned. You better believe it. But Boise State doesn't do good out of conference play. So don't expect them to do too much out of conference play. But inside the conference and win the Mountain West, they got it.
Okay.
Next, I'm going to jump to the tie. So it's a tie in number 2 between Utah State and Wyoming. Wyoming, they already played on the 0 week. Played excellent defense. You know, I cashed.
Oh, okay.
You know, I cashed. But Wyoming looking good. Not mostly because I cashed, but they were supposed to come out playing defense. They held them to 7 points. So shout out to Wyoming. They got the edge right now. But this Utah State team, you got to just kind of watch them the first week and then go ahead and take a dive in and make a decision on what you're going to do.
Okay.
Because Utah State, they returning 9 on offense, 9 on defense. You can't beat that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, let's just see how they play. Not to say they were the greatest last year, but let's just see how they play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got to play that stuff out because sometimes you don't really know until you at least get the first 2 weeks down.
Right.
After the first 2 weeks, you could kind of really see what type of players and what type of team this is going to have.
Utah State, they definitely one of those teams that you watch.
Yeah.
So then, you know, I'm not too big on military teams, but we got Air Force coming in number 4. 2 solid quarterbacks, you know. They have that awesome running game. You know, they do all kinds of wild stuff. So, you know, they got 5 returning on offense, 6 on defense. You know, they got to draw a pretty tough schedule because they got to see Wyoming, which we just talked about, and Utah State, which we did talk about, and they're tied for number 2, basically. And they also draw San Diego State out of the West. So it's going to be pretty tough for Air Force, but the thing that I like to know about military teams is they always discipline. So
they are.
They always can come up with an upset on the team that's just, you know, not doing what they're supposed to do for the day. But I'm going to speed it up a little bit. I'm going to move over to Colorado State. Colorado State was a letdown for me. I thought that they could, you know, I thought they would solve their quarterback issues before Hawaii would. Hawaii had 5 guys walk out on them. So Colorado State got thumped on. Hawaii, you know, they did their thing. So I don't know about Colorado State. They only returned 4 on offense, 5 on defense. That's not much. It's already been put out there a little bit. This is going to be like a rebuilding year. They're looking to win 6 games and be happy. And then last in the East, we got New Mexico. New Mexico did a good job last year, but they draw a really tough schedule this year. They got to play 4 of the top teams out the Mountain West. And they draw Fresno State and San Diego State out of that.
And you know what? I'm not gonna bring no irrelevant information into the situation, but I got a homie that knows somebody that lives in Fresno State.
That's right. That's what this show is about. That's what we're here for.
You know what I'm saying? So it might help out. You know what I'm saying? It might help out.
Stay tuned. No,
the fuck it won't.
Stay tuned.
It won't help out.
Stay tuned.
It won't fucking help out.
But I'm going to jump over to the West, man. In the West, we got Fresno State coming out. You know, really solid team. They returning 8 on offense, 7 on defense. They got a second year head coach in Jeff Tedford. Jeff Tedford's been doing an awesome job over there. Look out for Fresno State. You know, they might be able to pull a spoiler this year on Boise State, but I doubt it. But, you know, they got a nice wide receiver, linebacker over there, you know, pretty balanced team, and balance is what you need, you know, in college football.
Exactly.
So I'm going to jump on over to San Diego State, right? And me being a lineman myself, I got plenty of love for the line. But with San Diego State strongest attribute being 2 offensive linemen, I don't know how far we can go.
No
but
way.
They do return 7 on offense, 7 on defense. You know what I'm saying? They're going to have the number one offensive line in the Mountain West, guaranteed. But I don't know. That's another team you might just want to sit back and watch. You know, they got Juan Washington over there. He's a running back. He's a pretty good stud. Got a decent line. We'll see what happens. UNLV. So I've been hearing so much chatter about UNLV. UNLV. So I did a little research. UNLV is coming with a quarterback, a running back, and a wide receiver, and an O-line, all top 5 in the Mountain West. You know what I'm saying? You better watch them with their fourth-year head coach who's been taking small increments and winning more and more each year. Okay. So look out for UNLV. They run up on SC. Wow, it'll really make my day if UNLV beat SC. But it's kind of far dream.
The reason why he said that is because he's like a huge like Notre Dame fan. Like, hey, like at the end of the day, he's going off this little script that you see him reading, right? But at the end of the day, like his heart is really in Notre Dame. It's all that. It's all of that.
Indeed,
that's what it really comes down to.
What?
So, but at the end of the day, like let's go into like the nitty gritty. You said you have a pick for the Mountain West. Where's that going? Like, who's gonna win the Mountain West?
So I mean, it's gonna be an easy deal in the Mountain West, and Boise State's probably gonna do it again. You know, they returning 16 starters, and 10 of them are on defense.
Is that the main reason why you want them to win?
Absolutely,
because they bring it back veterans.
Absolutely. When you're doing a preview of a college team, one of the biggest attributes that you can have is how many returners. Like, you got to think, NFL players, they might play together for several years.
Do you think that there's certain players that come out that could be better than the other players though, like that are freshmen?
That's one of the wonderful things about college football. You can't always go off an injury report. There's always a guy sitting behind the starting guy who wants to do his best job to get him a little playing time on the field. And you know, it's just like breeding animals. You know, it's just continuously. I shouldn't have said breeding animals, but hey, it's the Who-Bangin show. Breeding animals, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me finish up to Mountain West, man. I got Nevada, solid team, offense and defense. They got a very tough road schedule, returning 7 on offense, 7 on defense. I got San Jose State. Now this is a team to look out. 14 starters returning, but it's still a rebuilding year. As we can see from some of the games that happened tonight, you know, you just don't know. Some of these teams are rebuilding in the right way.
In the right way, though.
You know, you got to watch out for that.
Some of them are really good.
Brings me to Hawaii, right? Hawaii was the biggest shock to me. They whooped on Colorado State.
Yes, they did.
I was really leaning towards Colorado State to win the quarterback value, but this guy over there in Hawaii, I don't even know the guy's name. But this guy that played over there in Hawaii, he really did his thing, man. He throws the ball really well. He has really good footwork. I'm liking Hawaii. You know, Hawaii always has the upper advantage of, you know, playing over there at those weird times. So they're always likely to light it up. So be thinking over when you see Hawaii again. That's kind of Hawaii's trend. Just be thinking over when you see Hawaii. But that's my little preview of the Mountain West, man. I'm going to just let it ride out for a couple weeks. I'm going to stay in tune with all the injuries and the updates. And, you know, I'm going to keep you guys in tune what's going on at the Mountain West. Like I said, I have it coming in Boise State, Wyoming, Fresno State.
Oh, Fresno State up to 3?
I like Fresno State in the 3 pot. I think Wyoming's going to really have a good year. Wyoming been taking small steps for many years.
You know what? That makes a lot of sense, because a lot of the stuff that you were saying, I was kind of like not understanding. And now that Fresno State is in the top 3, that makes a lot of fucking sense. That makes a lot of sense. And if you was looking at me like, you was probably looking at me like, bro, like, he probably not fucking with this. Like, I wasn't until he said Fresno State as a 3rd. I'm like, it makes sense now. That's why he's down on some of these people. Like, Fresno State is going to be beating them. That's what it is. Okay, I got you.
Well, shout out to y'all. Shout out to us. Shout out to the Money Gang, SBR Network. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Stay tuning in. We're going to keep this hot off the press information. My man Wham's coming up next with the Pac-12. Y'all ready for the Pac-12?
Let's get it.